Hey you Mofus, welcome back. It's Michaela Mofu here, and I'm here today to be bringing you a video in which I redraw Studio Ghibli movie screen caps in my style. I got this idea from a subscriber of mine. Thank you. And I just want to mention before we get into the video, we reached 2K subscribers, which is so freaking crazy to me. And granted, I mean, it was gonna happen given how much my video blew up of my shorts. Regardless of that, I still want to thank each and every one of you who have still supported me, still continue to watch my videos, like, comment, and everything else above, and it means so very much to me. So if you got any like ideas for a 2K subscriber special, I would love to hear you guys' opinions in the comments down below. Daily Mofuu shoutout time. Okay, so let's talk about the artwork itself. So my idea going to it was, trying to just sketch, I was like, I can do this. I sketch on my iPad. Wow. It must be a really long time since I draw traditionally, because I go into sketching. Now granted, you guys don't see the sketching process of it because I didn't want the video to be super long, but when sketching the picture and looking at the reference itself and then trying to reciprocate that in my art style or whatever, I struggled a lot. Maybe it's just because I just haven't held a pencil in my hand besides my Apple pencil, but it was weird. It was my first time drawing. It was, oh god, it was so weird. I thought to myself, you're overthinking, and just sketch. And then that's what I did. And then I was kind of getting more into the habit of sketching again, and it was so fun, just drawing it. I don't know. After that, my coloring process is still very messy, as well as my line art. It's okay. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I got it. And then sometimes I will mess up because my hand would get shaky, and then it just the lines would just be kind of just all over. Now granted, in this art piece, some of the lines are shaky because in the reference, the water that's overflowing over the bucket is and then the coloring process, as I stated, is a bit messy. And I didn't have exactly the exact colors, so I had to kind of work around that. And I did use a couple of different art markers that I gained over the years and to make this piece. So it wasn't just a hoo-hoos, there's some other art markers I also had. And also when finally finalizing the art piece itself and having everything come together with highlights and stuff, I just think it really did kind of sort of look nice. Me writing the name of what the screen cap came from, which is Spirit Away, and I really liked it. I didn't want to color it just because I just like I don't know, I just thought it looked nice. It just wasn't when it wasn't colored, basically. So yeah. Funny enough, I have never seen Spirit Away. Now you guys maybe type in the comments oh my god, you have not seen Spirit Away, what the how? And it's because when I was young, I didn't have a lot of access to watching certain stuff and channels. The only time I can recall that eventually I watched my first ever Studio Ghibli movie, and I can't remember exactly what channel it was on, but it was probably a channel I could watch. The first ever movie I recall was Ponyo. That was my first introduction into animated movies and also just Studio Ghibli movies. And then House Moving Castle was another one. Those three movies always came on back to back. Those was the only three movies that I can ever recall of Studio Ghibli. And it wasn't until I got a bit older that I realized they have way more movies. I was like, oh my god, so they got all these different type of movies, not just these three that always kept playing every single time. And so yeah, that's kind of why I was just now seeing it. But I do plan to watch it once I have the time and once school is not being a pain. So yeah. The next piece is of course Ponyo, because as I stated, Ponyo was just an inspiration to me growing up when I was younger. I absolutely adored this movie. I thought it was so freaking cute, and I don't know, I really loved it. I have not watched it in a minute, so I do really plan to rewatch it. I wanted to do this screen cap. I could have did any other famous iconic screen cap from any other things, but these are the ones I picked because I just thought they were, they weren't drawn too often that I've seen, but I kind of wanted to change it up. I could have did like a house moving castle screen cap, but I decided, nah, I'm gonna do that Spirit Away. Nah, I'm gonna do that Ponyo, because So my idea to go into this was trying to do it as best as I could. The sketch of it was actually not that bad, and same with the line art, but the coloring was a little weird because so the ocean has like light coming through like the water, and it was kind of hard to like reciprocate that. You guys will see what I'm talking about. And so I kind of try to do like some squeaky lines to kind of, I don't know, show that, and it just didn't look right. But I think Ponyo herself looks adorable, and everything else is fine. It's just like the ocean I just didn't like at all. Okay, art styles. So let's talk about art styles, and my art style in particular. I will say that my art style is still in very experimental stages. So even if I feel like, I think I like this current art style, there's still something I feel that's missing. It makes me really not like my art style. Like, the best way to describe it is like, I will draw the noses a particular way, and for like a minute or a while I like the way I draw my noses, and then after some time I kind of discover like another really amazing artist, and I'm like, oh my god, I love the way they draw like their noses or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I want to do that, and I'll try to do it, but like it doesn't turn out well, and it just makes me, I don't know, subconscious, and kind of really just don't like the way I draw it. So I try my best trying to change it, and it's like this really weird cycle. I don't know if anyone else goes through like that cycle. I do. It's really annoying, and that's why I'm never really fully satisfied with my style. It just never comes out how I wish it was, like in my head. Like how I imagine my art style in my head never really like reflects when I draw it. And yeah, it really sucks. It's a little bit of a rant, but it's just something I feel like I just wanted to talk a little bit about. So even though I titled this video, if I recall, Drawing Studio Ghibli Screen Caps in My Style, is my current style, but not the style I really want. Granted, I actually am doing simpler screen caps just because it's been a while since I did traditional art. And for that, jumping into the next topic point, traditional art, and the fact that I haven't done it in over a couple months. So new Mofus, old Mofu, everyone in between, some of you may recall the way my older videos used to be kind of formatted, as well as I used to do a lot of traditional video. I don't know, I kind of been this weird traditional art rut, and it's been really impossible to draw and find motivation to draw, and it sucks because I really love drawing traditionally, and as much as I do enjoy digital art, something about traditional I love. I think it's because it was my first ever medium, and that's why I'm still so strongly on it. I have been doing a lot of more digital art for you guys, but and even though those videos are a bit more easier to edit and make and stuff like that, it's more fun to just like take out my sketchbook, get a pencil, and just sketch. I love just the aesthetic, the vibe of it, and I really miss that from my videos. And I was looking through a lot of my older videos and realized I kind of been doing a lot of other stuff that just didn't really feel like a join, you know. It's just kind of been feeling like more lackluster, and I don't know if you guys feel that on your side. Maybe you don't, maybe you do, but that's kind of how I felt. So that's why I'm kind of turning over a new leaf in a way, and doing that I'm starting to, you know, do more traditional artwork for you guys, because I genuinely enjoy it. Changing my channel's name, now granted, I will still keep, you know, Michaela Mofu in my intros. That's, you know, it's kind of iconic in a way, and it just rolls off the tongue. But I am changing my channel's name just for a brand aesthetic, more so than, oh, I'm just like, you know, I don't know. It's just, I just been thinking about it for a while now, and I just been really kind of thinking about changing it, but I just wasn't sure if anyone would like the change. I don't know. It's just maybe how I'm thinking, really. And now we are at the end of the video. If you guys, wait. Firstly, I want to say thank you all so very much for supporting me. I'm always gonna say that. I'm always grateful, you know, and showing your love for just my videos itself, it makes me so very happy, and I couldn't be any more grateful. And the fact that we reached over now like 30K is like freaking you know, because like the first part I was recording, I said like 2K. I meant to say 20 at first, because at the time when recording that part it was 20. Now it's like Wednesday, and now I'm like, oh crap, okay, so that's a little weird. And now I guess it's a 30K special instead of 20 now, but that is amazing all on its own. Like, it's I couldn't be any more happy. I also want to say that, you know, by the time I think this video is coming out, I have already changed my name, and I also have probably already finished an animation that you guys should be seeing at the end of this video. If you guys like it, leave it down below so you can tell me, because I really worked like hard on this. I'm so tired. So tired. This is like the longest animation I think I ever done besides Hunter's Lo-Fi. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It's always super helpful. And why not subscribe to the Mofu Nation Village? I'm sorry, it just rolls off the tongue, okay? And I guess I'll see you guys later. Stay Mofu and Mofus.